Good evening, Pronksters, and welcome back to the Pronkcast, the only podcast that never misses an upload date. I'm
So
Pronk
true.
1.
And I am Pronk 2.
Contrary to our slogan, our new slogan, we have been gone for a couple of like 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's been almost a month.
Nearly a month.
We apologize. We have been busy, all with
Mhm.
different things. Just things
Partying,
didn't happen to work. Partying,
cocaine,
yes, so
hookers.
true.
I wish.
I did get very high last week.
Mhm.
Because I had surgery.
And
Did you have
I
surgery on a grape?
did not.
You did not. Okay. I was like,
I have been.
I lifted an
off
eyebrow.
medication.
Yeah, I've gotten a summer job.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I thought, oh hey, it's the summer. We could do pronk any day now. No.
That's
I the foolish little boy I am decided to get a full-time job at a summer camp. So I have been looking after little baby children for
Little
7 hours a day, 5 days a week. It's been tough.
Yeah.
I barely have any for prom, but we're pronk now.
True. I haven't been horribly busy. I work when I have work, and that's kind of it. But yeah, I did have surgery just a little over a week ago. It was we're recording this on Saturday, the 25th, and I had a surgery a week from yesterday. And so I was not in good condition to do pronk because I was either high or tired and in pain. And for those maybe curious about what surgery I had 8 teeth taken out. 4 closer to the front for crowding, and my wisdom teeth because they thought they may as well get them out while we were at it, which makes sense.
They didn't do that for me.
Well, then you're sad.
Or maybe I have enough space on my jaw for my wisdom teeth.
Oh
Or
yeah, I
maybe
forgot
you're just
to
sad.
mention we have 2 other pronk peoples on. Right, say hi.
Hi. That's
Hello,
like what you
Aster.
think was. Ha ha ha.
Hello, Aster.
Hello,
And
say
hello,
hi.
Ali.
We're paying
Why would
you.
I ever?
You're on
Why
payroll.
would I ever? Yeah, you're paying me, but you can't force me to say things because I'm the corrupt HR department. So
I'm gonna take this up with HR. Ali.
Yeah. I had to
Yeah, what?
You're not talking.
I had to get a
I'm
full-time
sorry, I was
job
reading news.
because
Oh.
Ali's paycheck was just
True.
taking a lot out.
Yeah, that's fine. I also got a job at McDonald's.
Every pronk member has gotten a job to pay Ali to be here.
True.
Actually,
Just all jokes aside for a second, just to get it out there. We are not happy by any means with what happened in the Supreme Court the other day. It is horrible. And people always say, oh, America, the land of the free. and yet they are taking freedoms away. This
For
is a
future
huge...
listeners, Roe vs. Wade.
Yes. This is a huge step back in time and progression for America as a whole. And now that this has happened, all bets are kind of off with what could happen next, and it is not good. So, whoever is out there struggling with this, our hearts are with you, and there's only it's not like we can do anything, but we hope that all can clear up in the future, because America does not know what generation is gonna be in their shoes after this. And Gen Z being the most diverse generation, though being the most crazy is kind of scary, but also the most diverse is cool, and how progressive the future could become.
Yeah, like the Supreme Court members who brought this into law are not going to last the next decade.
No,
one of them was literally born in 1938.
Yeah, Yeah, I don't think that they're gonna remain that long in office anymore. Wait, can they get voted out?
They can be impeached, but it requires a 66% vote in the Senate, I think. So it's not going to happen.
No, it's not. Okay.
There's a third method.
We're not going to talk about the third method. We're not going to talk about the third method. We're not saying the third method.
That remind me of a Fairly Odd Parents meme. It's like, hey, Cosmo, Wanda, I wish that blah blah blah, and then I wish that something change. I want change to happen in America, and then Wanda and Cosmo give Timmy a gun.
I mean, to be fair, apparently that is the only way you can get change.
Optimal way.
Yeah, apparently the only way is to commit violence.
It worked for George Washington.
Yeah, it did work for George Washington.
Damn it.
All right. I think we got that out of the way.
Yeah.
What do we go? There's no. How do we segue from this? Speaking of violence, what makes me feel violent is I've started a Pokemon a Pokemon playthrough for Pokemon Sword and Shield, where I only use shiny Pokemon.
Well, that's so weird. I've also started a playthrough of Pokemon Sword and Shield where I only use shinies.
Me too, actually. That's weird.
I could join them all, but I'm not going to do it because I'm not insane enough.
Coward.
I started last week on Sunday. My save file time is currently 20 hours and 2 minutes, and I am still in the first area.
Yeah,
I am still on Route 1/2.
I am also there, and I have not done it for nearly that long, and I cannot imagine
that's epic.
How you feel.
I save file, and I'm also at Route 2.
I'm looking for a Rookity or Wooloo. And no matter which one I get, I'm naming them Poncho because I love that name.
That's cool. My primary goal is for a Lotad because I like Lotad. He's so cute and epic.
What will you name this Loted?
If I get a Lotet, it'll be called a Red Pop because he's kind of red, and that's like a flavor of Faygo, you know.
Nice.
I've never had Faygo; it doesn't exist here.
Mm-hmm. That we should email the next brand / the next person we should email is Faygo, the Faygo CEO, and demand him to bring it to the
okay,
store.
but wouldn't it be funny if the Faygo CEO also declared war on Ukraine? Like what happened last time we emailed anyone?
Well, okay, we emailed Eric.
Who?
Eric does emotion.
Oh yeah, that's true. You did email him. He hasn't declared war on Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
He also might be dead.
Good job, Eric.
Like, when's the last time Eric posted?
Long time.
Exactly. How do we know he's alive?
That is true.
I think
that.
He might be alive.
The emotion of being dead.
Because people just don't suddenly die. I mean, let's be real.
Yes, they do.
It's not like
that does happen a lot.
It's very.
I'm trying to quell any disbelief that this man could not be alive. He definitely is alive. Come on, let's be real. What wasn't his last post on that website?
I think his last post was a chick magnet, and that was back in I don't remember when.
Yeah, dude's still alive, definitely.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, people can move on from the internet.
This becomes the most viewed podcast ever. People will come back to this episode and they'll find Eric. So,
what if they find them underground?
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's so weird. The first thing I saw on Twitter was a Supreme Court member's address. That's so weird.
Holy shit. Huh. Those are probably pretty available for public.
Yeah.
We're not. Alright, I gotta piss.
Have fun. Sun pictures.
I will not be going to the address mentioned. I will just be going to the bathroom. Like a normal person.
On Ronald Reagan's grave?
As the HR and PR department, I will say that all of this is a joke.
For legal reasons.
What is it?
Yes, it is. It is a joke.
Statements are legally satire.
All of these are jokes. None of this is real. We're all just making jokes.
But is it?
Oh, no. Or is that his cousin?
I didn't read out the legal thing that say I couldn't save Brayden in time.
Oh no.
I am currently playing GTA and gambling. So
gambling's bad for your health.
No, it isn't. It's very good for your health.
It's fine right now. I don't have anything to worry about. I have so much money.
Do you have so much money?
Oh, yes, I have.
You won't have that much more money.
I just lost money.
After you... exactly what I was saying. You wouldn't have much more money if you keep on gambling.
No, it's fine. I'm literally gambling with the tokens that I just won for free. So I think it's pretty okay.
PogChamp.
Can I bet all of these? I bet all my tokens right now.
Katelyn, I can't hear you.
I'm betting all of my tokens.
I don't think their mic is working.
That's so sad.
The green ring isn't even appearing around their icon.
I don't have enough time to bet all my tokens. Okay, I bet a lot of my tokens. I just bet $1,370 that it'll land on an even number. I think that's a good bet to make. Well, shit.
This is what you get for gambling. You lose all your money.
No, except this is money I got for free. So like,
so you're
but
losing it.
The money you have, you still lost.
But like I don't.
Maybe you're
need
not
it.
like as a whole in the negatives.
This
you still lost money.
This 5,000 that I have is not gonna take a dent out of what I have in this game because I have so much money.
Anyways, speaking on money and also Pokemon, I will not buy the new Pokemon game if Sprigatito stands up on two legs.
It probably it's been leaked to stand on two legs.
Bad news, Bucko. That boy is standing.
Unless,
I don't think that the leak is true. I've seen the leak. I don't believe it to be true at all.
The
I've seen a leak and it looks
does tend to be accurate.
I don't trust it, bro.
No, he's for real.
Think it's accurate.
He's the real
I
deal.
think he will stand on two legs.
I'm sorry, but it's true. Like that guy, that Twitter page is the real deal. He did leaks for past games, and they were true. So,
okay, but I want you to be aware that I don't believe it.
Okay, well, it's still gonna happen. But the leak said that it stands up, which does not technically say it stands up on two legs.
It stands up on four legs.
It is implied.
It grows more legs.
If that little Pokemon, if that little weed cat turns into a bipedal creature, I'm not buying Pokemon Scarlet or Violet.
I failed to see the issue.
I'm already going for Fuecoco now because it's sounding to be really awesome. That same leaking Twitter page has been talking about stuff for Fuecoco. And what even happened? Or sorry, has been doing a lot of like. What he's been doing for the starters is sending out polls of like, do you think it'll be this or this, and then give some feedback that doesn't necessarily confirm anything. And then on apparently June 30th, sounds like he's gonna seemingly confirm what Fuecoco is going to end up being like. Not like pictures or names or anything, but it's going to give like a idea.
I need to figure out how to fucking mute words on YouTube.
It sounds like Fuecoco is either going to end up being a quadrupedal gator thing or a serpent from the leaks.
Why would it be a serpent?
And the serpent would make sense because of the whole zodiac thing. And also its body shape, I could definitely see it turning into a serpent. Snivy had the same kind of body shape where it's front head and then the tail swoops
also
backwards.
Originally a snake.
Yeah, but it has legs and hands, and then it loses its legs.
Don't care. It's still technically a snake.
Yes, and who's saying that? Well, I guess no. Fuecoco technically is not a snake.
It
could become one. Regardless, it could still become serpentine.
It could, but that would be so dumb.
That'd be cool, though. I've seen fan art of it becoming serpentine, and there's one in particular that looks really good.
Wait, when you say serpentine, do you mean like I'm gonna embarrass myself with this pronunciation, but like the Quetzalcoatl?
The what?
Well, Quetzalcoatl is like a specific entity in like Aztec, I think.
I know that from Castlevania.
I learned that from a shitty anime.
Quetzal. Ish. I just looked it up. Kind of. Okay. Except that's like a little too dragon-like. Because its leaked typings are said to be Fire Ghost, which make a lot of sense. Because first of all,
it's like a ghost pepper. I see.
exactly, ghost pepper,
Yeah,
and
that's
also
epic.
the white on its
But
face
that's
could
also not the
definitely
first
become
fire ghost.
or be symbolizing a skull,
Yeah.
which is cool.
But there's already a fire ghost starter with
Yeah, but
Oh.
it's not. It's a different form though.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah, this account has been claiming that the starters in for Hisui were actually hints for the typings of these, and you have to combine knowledge. It's kind of weird, but it actually makes sense, and again is backed up by a lot of evidence of which I don't remember.
that's
But
convenient.
it's mixing Legends Arceus and the like the Elite whatever mobile game, the one where you have trainers and stuff. That one.
The Masters.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
And it's said that the typings are supposed to be Sprigatito, Grass Dark, Fuecoco, Fire Ghost, and Quaxley Water Fighting, which all sound really cool to me. As far as I know, those are all new, right? Like new typings for starters.
Okay, so
besides like
fighting...
Hisui.
Okay, so what did you say? So Fire Ghost, Water Fighting, and
Grass Dark, which I know. I'm pretty sure that's new for starter.
Yeah, new for starter. Ghost Fire is if you don't count the Hisuians.
Yeah. And then the only other water fighting is Samurott water fighting?
No, it's
pure
water.
It's just water? Okay, then it's got to be the first water fighting.
No, Hisuian Samurott.
Hisuian's water dark.
That one's water dark.
Okay, I was just trying to remember if it was fighting a dark because I don't have a Samurott. I think.
Yeah.
I accidentally just bet all my tokens on the wrong patch.
But
we'll see. It might still pay off. I don't care.
That's how gambling works. I'm like gambling, but in Pokemon, but like not in Pokemon. You know, it's not like a game corner. They removed those. There's not.
Yeah, I still won. I bet it in the wrong place, and I still won.
Voltorb Flip is actually dog shit.
Oh, let's go! I've profited. I'm gonna walk away now.
Voltorb Flip is good or bad?
I said it's terrible. I despise.
Fuck you!
What's terrible?
Fuck you!
Honestly, I think almost the entirety of Gen 4 is way too overrated.
Whoa! What are we? Wait! What was your first claim?
That Voltorb Flip was bad.
Sucks.
I still did not catch that.
Voltorb Flip is not good.
I don't know what that is. What's Voltorb Flip?
It's in Heart Gold Soul Silver. It's what's in the game.
Replaces slot machines because.
Okay. I have Soul Silver. I just don't. I haven't done that. No, but I love. You said you don't like Gen 4?
I didn't say that I don't like it. I just think it's overrated.
Voltorb,
I have not heard a lot of hype for it, so I can't agree with that, I guess.
Gen 4 is like...
Where have you...
like, oh my god,
I haven't been on Twitter.
I've never heard people... Well, I'm not on Twitter.
The only even slightly negative thing I've ever heard about Gen 4...
Well, I am on Twitter, but like I don't use it.
Guy meme, where Peter is like, I didn't care for Gen 4. And frankly, that's the most seen I felt when it comes to Sinnoh.
No, I like Gen 4 a lot. It's not my favorite,
really,
but I like it a lot. It's really solid.
Really overrated.
Okay, I have no idea what any of you are talking about. I have literally no idea what Gen 4 is. I'm a fake Pokemon fan.
It's okay.
It's Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus was based on Gen 4.
Oh, okay, that makes sense now. Now I know.
Because it takes place in Sinnoh before
now I know.
Sinnoh.
Okay, it makes sense now. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. except like, well, you know the Gen 4 starters, right?
Do you know the Gen
I
4
can't even
starters?
tell you the Gen 1 starters. Why are you putting me on the spot?
Gen 4?
You can't.
I mean, you can catch them in Legends Arceus. It's Turtwig, Piplup, and Chimchar. You know?
Allie, give us your best shot at naming the Gen 1 starters.
Charmander.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's all I got.
Damn.
Okay, come back to us
Damn.
later. Okay, if it pops into your head, just say it.
Well, no, I'm gonna forget about it. Like,
That's being taken out of your paycheck.
Do you want us to tell
you can't take anything out of my paycheck because then I'll write a small pink slip that ultimately means nothing.
Damn.
But it feels threatening in the moment.
It does feel very threatening, and that's all my power.
Do you want to know what starters are in Gen 1?
I mean, I'm not gonna remember. I've been told this like 40 times now.
Bulbasaur
That's okay.
and Squirtle.
Yeah, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle.
Okay. Again, I'm a fake Pokemon fan. I only started caring at Arceus, really.
That's epic.
Just like Dylan, whose first game was Arceus.
Yeah, I always forget that he has never played a Pokemon game until Arceus.
But it's also very exciting for me, honestly, that you don't know like anything about Pokemon, and to have you in my Pokemon D&D campaign. I'm very excited to have you along for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be going around like, what? What is what?
Yeah.
I only know
You're
like
going to be very clueless, and I'm happy that ties into your character.
yeah. The only real things I know are the very famous Pokemon, and that is it.
That's fair.
You know,
but how'd you wait? So you
Lulu.
Did you know Honedge beforehand?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a sword.
There's lore.
Okay, so wait, is it like a mystery dungeon thing, or
A what?
No, we're trainers. We're trainers.
Okay.
Aster, you keep getting louder and quieter for me, by the way.
Yeah, also for me too.
I'm oscillating.
No, yeah. For some context for people who don't know, and viewers, listeners, I guess. I am running my first ever D&D campaign as a DM, and it's not a traditional D&D campaign. It is a Pokemon campaign where I have made not a generation of Pokemon. That would be way too much, but honestly, I have thought on doing that, and if this goes well, I might. But I have made an entire region that has very deep lore and backstory that are relevant to the story of the campaign. The campaign itself, I think, is a very cool overarching story and full of like things you have to do. Of course, I'm keeping it vague because I have people that are in it in here. Yeah, I'm very excited to run it. It's been in my brain since like the middle of the first semester of the last academic year. And it's just I've slowly been thinking of more and more things to add to it. And it is filled up enough to where I can start it at pretty much any time now.
Yeah, Ethan just doesn't go through those moments of like waking up in the morning and going like inspiration and then writing an entire novel in one day.
No, that happens before.
No, it's like that, but in chapters. I don't do a whole novel. I have inspiration and I do it bit by bit. But yeah, and I also do have a gimmick, of which you both know about, actually.
Yeah.
So I could, yeah. Well, you're not in the campaign though.
I'm aware.
The gimmick is, well, first of all, Mega Evolution and Z-moves and maybe Gigantamaxing will be in this campaign. Like, I'm allowing literally everything that has happened in past games to still happen here. Every Pokemon that exists can be caught here. That again ties into the lore of the region. But the gimmick I came up with, and the gimmick itself ties into, how do I keep this vague while still, it ties into the story and conflict of the campaign, the gimmick itself. But, the gimmick itself, okay, is
It's just Professor Starlight's from the IDW Sonic Comics, the weird tricore gem.
I don't understand what any of that means, but sure, yes. Everyone will get a. I'll be more descriptive of it in the campaign, but a black crystal that goes somewhere equipped to you, much like a keystone for Mega Evolution, and it has the ability to, if you are in ownership of a full legendary trio, you can fuse them into a single Pokemon.
Oh, like in Pokemon Adventures.
Sure.
We haven't seen Pokemon Adventures.
Bit. And that just came to me. And it came to me when I was in the shower one day thinking, damn, this boss, the final boss fight is like logically, quite literally, like logically impossible. How can I make it more possible? Because it like wouldn't make sense to defeat it normally. So I was like, you know what? We're going to fuse trios because that'd be cool. And when fusing, it's very broken, but that's also the point, is that all types and moves from all three Pokemon will carry over. So you will have however many types, and you will have like 12 moves, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish I could say more.
So yes, in essence, it is basically Dr. Starline's Tricore.
Or
is Starline
the thing that happens in the manga?
Yeah, Starline's the platypus.
Okay.
That's epic.
I love Starline, kind of as a villain, but I still love Eggman more. IMO.
He's Eggman.
Starline earns second place trophy for top Eggman simp.
I want to say real quick, right before we get too far off, Allie and Brayden, your characters have been the most fun to toy with because you guys have given me stuff to work with and incorporate into the story. So you guys have had the most fun characters for me to handle.
Thank you.
Also, be completely aware that Ethan's a DM, and this is his first time DMing.
Yes.
So he's not aware of player stupidity yet.
Well, no, I'm also a player.
He's interacted with you.
Okay, you've been a player.
No. I have listened to Bonbo play a session. I'm not on a.
No, Ethan, it's very different when you are the DM and you have to deal with players. I've been in like every single other situation when it comes to D&D. I've listened in on a session. I have been a player, and I've also been the DM. And you really notice player stupidity and how it works, because like they will always do something that you've never expected, you never did expect, and you never thought was possible. They will never, ever, ever, ever do something that you want them to do. They will always do the least expected thing.
There's a difference between what I want them to do and what I expect them to do. What I want them to do is take out this horde of Pokemon. What they're gonna do is try to have sex with them.
No.
And that's true.
That's true for like 3 of the players, yeah.
That's true. For 3 out of the 5, yes.
3 out of the 5?
Yep.
Yeah, there's 5 of us.
It's a decently sized party. But yeah. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot.
Yes, Ethan hasn't. When he says that the boss is logistically the final boss is logistically impossible, I personally kind of raise. I throw up my eyebrow a little bit every time I hear it, because as a past DM, there's a difference between literally impossible and the players already cheesed it.
You like the rock eyebrow?
It's. I'm sure it would have technically been possible without the gimmick, but it's like logically impossible. Because let's put it this way. This is like a spoiler-free way of putting it, I feel. Is like, let's say you're going to fight somebody with like infinite power kind of thing, and you're like strong too.
Omnipotent person?
Yeah. Like a being that is just can will you away kind of thing. Like there's no matter how much armor or weaponry you have, like that's not going to stop them from being able to just will you away into fog. That's logic in my mind. So I had to create things that could rival such power. Like I probably would have made it possible game wise regardless, but I wanted to make it actually seem like a thing that could, I don't know, feel more real.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wasn't aware that it was a literal god. Now, yeah, that makes sense. I thought it was just like a normal legendary where it's like, yes, I'm a god, but I can't do anything because question marks.
Oh yeah, you will. I think I've said this before. I mean, you guys will encounter every legendary in this campaign, and you will need most, if not all of them, for this final boss.
That
at least all the ones you can carry, because 6 to a team.
Do the impossible, see the invisible, bro. Fight.
I don't know, because the way you
made sure
makes it seem like you kind of just like you have to use the strongest Pokemon, no matter what, which doesn't seem entirely right.
What do you mean?
Well, if you have to use legendaries, that's pretty limiting to choice.
Well, I mean, okay, hear this out though. Hear me out. I will allow like for a big boss battle, like I will allow you to have like multiple. It'll be like a raid. You'll all be fighting with a Pokemon at a time. But also,
I got that
this is also assuming that you are using.
Like there are a lot of legendaries, though.
Yeah, this is assuming.
Yeah, but it's
that
still
you're using the fused Pokemon, which are 3 into 1, and there are 10 of these trios in the campaign. So you each, and so obviously 10. That's 30 Pokemon, but they'll all be put into one. So that's 10 different Pokemon. There's 5 of you. That's 2 slots on each of you for your party. So you'll still have 4 for whatever you want. You don't need every legendary, though. Like it would be cool of you to have every legendary. You can do whatever you want. I just highly recommend having 2 slots in your party, each of you, for a trio fusion.
Invisible.
Otherwise, the rest of your party you can do whatever you want with. And maybe you don't want to do that, and that's fine, but we'll see where that gets you, I guess.
Okay, but that's still like a third of your party is going to be legendaries.
Yes, but super overpowered legendaries.
That
okay, but what
makes it worse?
Why?
But what if I want to use the power of friendship with the Pokemon
you
brought
can
along my
you
journey?
have to have a third of your team. It will be legendary.
Yeah, I know the friendships and stuff, but who says you
power
can't
of
build
friendship
friendships?
beats all.
Why can't you use the power of
Strong
friendships with these
Pokemon.
legendaries? There will be a good chunk of time where you'll be walking along with some of these legendaries.
And then there's also the valid point of. Then there's also the valid point of what if us players just decide not to? I don't think
then
that'll
you will
happen.
lose.
I don't think that will just go. Actually, we want to go to Sinnoh or Kalos. I don't think we'll do that, but like, there's always the possibility that we just go. You handed us a legendary. How about that mountain over there? Gone.
Just wait for me to. People complain about it enough to where I add like the factor or whatever where you can like put the mind of one of your Pokemon into another so that the friendship stands.
But that's like the ship of Theseus. You still have the legendary Pokemon.
Honestly, as I'm thinking about it now, I might just allow you to have a full team plus the legendaries.
Hey, they're just cut out.
I mean, you weren't saying anything, so yes. Okay. At least it didn't sound like you were saying anything.
Yeah, it didn't sound like you were saying anything from my end
what's
either.
What's the last thing you guys heard from me?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I just assumed you weren't talking.
It was
like a solid 2 minutes ago.
I think you said like something about friendship.
Yeah, you were talking about friendship.
Okay, Aster brought up the ship of Theseus, and I thought that would be fun to talk about.
That's
true.
That's so true. When does it not become the ship?
But just before we get into that, I just want to say that I'm now considering and thinking I will allow you to like have your fusions as an addition to your 6 party. Because that would be cool to keep your team.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I think I will allow that. But okay.
But yeah, now we're talking about the ship of Theseus.
The ship of Theseus.
What's everyone's opinions on that?
It's very interesting to think about.
It is the same ship.
Yes.
I mean, it's
I
like
agree.
the same name, but like, I don't know.
Like to put it into like
it's not the same.
But it is the same ship.
You have like ostensibly a replica.
To put it into like more modern terms, at least in my thought process, is let's say like freaking the first version of Minecraft to a more modern version of Minecraft. There have been so many updates, additions, and patches, but it is still the same game.
Okay.
Yeah, but like
Ethan, counterpoint to that though, like with Minecraft, it's adding more and more things onto the base game, whereas with the Ship of Theseus, you're taking the original thing, you're removing the old parts and putting new parts in.
Then what about new textures? That is taking out textures like gravel that looked like TV static, and now it looks more like gravel, but it's still gravel.
Yeah, but it's a different texture.
Even then, you can still
but it's still gravel.
Within the game, you can easily just switch it between classic and the newer texture.
Well, yeah, I know, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, that's a good point, but like the same things of Minecraft Steve still being the main character and how jumping, mining, and that sort of thing still works exactly the same. And
no, yeah, I hear your point, but like you also understand the point I was trying to make, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Do you remember Cube World?
I'm just saying that your entire like thing connecting it to is a little weird. My personal thoughts on this is it's a little bit closer to think of this like the human body, actually. You all know how like the human body, nearly every single cell inside of your body like replaces itself slowly over time with different newer cells, yeah? And it takes like a solid, what is it, like 7 or 10 years for your body to fully replace itself?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yes, sure.
My thoughts are kind of like, yeah, that's still you as a person. Every single cell is a new cell. It's not the same as the one that was there like forever ago. But like that's kind of the same thing with Theseus's ship, where like, yeah, they've just slowly replaced it over time. It's still Theseus's ship. Theseus might have not walked on the individual planks, but he still walked on the essence of the ship. Because, you know, it's just like the human body where, yeah, it's technically a new thing, but it's still your body.
When they renovated the McDonald's on I don't know if street names will dox us. By the Savers. It
probably will.
By the what?
The one by the Savers, you know?
Yeah.
No.
When they renovated that McDonald's, it's very new compared to what it was before, but it's still that McDonald's location.
Yeah.
It is completely rebuilt.
Look, I work in McDonald's. I don't know which McDonald's is which.
Now, in comparison, a reconstruction would kind of be like... Well,
a reconstruction is a new building.
So, you know how in, like, Star Trek, they get beamed up, and Matt Pat did that whole theory, and he was like, okay, they're just... they're actually dead, and they're just putting their consciousness into new bodies. Yeah, that's kind of what I think, like, building a replica or a reconstruction of something is. Whereas with, like, Theseus's ship, still the same ship, just like your body is still the same body, even though, you know, it slowly changed over the years.
I mean, it's like same parts in Star Trek. I don't think it's the same.
Aster, what are your thoughts?
It is a different ship, but it's also the same ship.
Whenever I think of the ship of Theseus, I instantly think of the one scene from WandaVision.
I wouldn't. Oh, I assume it's like with the thing or something. Cause like,
it's with Vision.
Yeah, I know.
Because they talk about the ship of Theseus in that scene.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Right, the scene where like Vision confronts Wanda and is like, "Oh, I'm not real, huh?"
It's the scene where Vision confronts Vision.
Oh, okay.
Brayden, I'm sorry that you're hearing all this for the first time.
It's Marvel. Who cares?
We can watch it together now that we have easier means. Why? It's so good.
Don't worry, WandaVision is only partially canon. I've watched the newest Doctor Strange one, and it's only partially canon.
What do you mean partially canon? It's fully canon.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't really.
It
matters.
I understood it, so I don't need.
No, yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't matter, but it's still canon. I wouldn't say it's partially.
That's why
canon,
I say it's partially canon.
It's just not required.
I mean, it's
to know.
technically canon, but it doesn't. Who cares?
It happens.
That's all.
But,
I think that's
like it doesn't matter.
That's all the Marvel shows on Disney Plus. Is you don't need to see them, but they're still good shows, and you should see them because they're awesome. Loki was, and so
Loki was,
and so was WandaVision.
Out of all of the Marvel shows, I would say that the one you could maybe not watch is Loki because it kind of confuses the whole thing they're doing now with multiverses and everything.
It doesn't for me.
Also,
it all ties in together.
Like make out with himself.
Shut up.
Yeah, the self-cess part was weird.
No.
You guys are both too, in my opinion, too worked up over that.
To what?
Worked up over that.
Yes, I'm worked up about
white boy.
No, not quirked up. Worked up.
No, I'm
Bust it down sexual style.
You wish.
No, but the thing is, it's literally self-cessed. That's weird, bro.
But it's like
But
not.
it's literally self-cessed.
But they're different people still.
No, there's the same.
No,
person.
they're literally the same person.
But they also aren't.
No, they're exactly the same
They're
person.
both versions.
They're both
of the same
Loki.
person.
They're both versions of the same person, but they are not the same person. They've done different things. They've had different experiences.
But they're still the same person.
They're
I
still
don't
the same
think it's
person.
morally wrong at all because, like, how
Also, they still
how
have the
can
same
something be morally
experiences.
wrong if it can't actually happen in real life? You
Okay, I'll give you something that can't actually happen. I shit down your throat.
Now that can happen.
How would I hold it up?
Wait, did I say self-cessed was morally wrong? I was just saying it
No.
was weird.
No, it's morally wrong. It's just
I just find
incest,
it really,
which is
really
morally
weird.
wrong.
Okay, is you finding it okay? I thought you had more of a bigger deal against it than just saying it's weird. That I understand.
No, it's just really, really weird to me. I don't have a moral issue because,
It
like,
doesn't. Okay,
it's still it's you, and it's also you.
that's fair.
It,
I
that's
understand
just
being
weird to
weirded out
me.
by it. I mean, I was weirded out by it at first, but also it's been a long time since I've seen it, and I've kind of just gotten it, and I think it's cool.
I don't think that's a good thing.
Well, that's also you, so
Okay,
Mhm.
and
I don't think if you know, you know. If you don't know, then I'm sorry.
if I know, I know, right? Yeah, that's the thing. I don't get it.
Yeah, well, that's exactly. If you know, you know.
I don't get like, oh no, it's okay that there's self-cessed in my Marvel. No. It's literally just incest, but with one person.
But is it?
It's
Yeah,
fucking
I mean,
single player incest.
it would lead to less expression of genes. I think it'd kind of be like with bees, sort of.
Humans aren't bees, and I don't think I like whatever the fuck Loki is either.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like
we don't know how genetically similar they are, though, because they're from different multiverses. They could have an entirely different genetic
They
system.
still have the same. They still have the. But actually, it's not easy to confirm with Loki because he's from like frost giants.
No, yeah, because
so,
there's the one there's the alternate versions of Loki. There's one that would is human and plays soccer. They are not going to be the same.
One's a crocodile.
One's a crocodile. Yeah, exactly. Their genetic who's to say their genetic makeups are the same across universes?
There's one that's like a president.
Even then, it's still weird.
It's
yeah,
still,
I mean, I can see why you say that, and yeah, it's weird, but like, it's not weird enough to make me uncomfortable. Like you do, you and my like, I don't care. If you're happy, you're happy. Whatever. And that.
Look, if I encountered an alternate version of myself, I would kill it immediately.
Why?
I would say hi. I would take it out to dinner before
I would talk
because you have to be aware that there can only be one.
No.
What is this fucking high?
No, I'm creating an army.
No, that's so cool though. Like, if you saw you from another dimension, you wouldn't be like.
I would immediately kill her.
That's so.
Wait a second. I can't trust myself.
How do you know it's her?
I would absolutely
because I know myself.
Version of myself. Ali, thank you for enlightening me on this.
But you don't know yourself. You know yourself in this universe.
I know myself.
Yeah, I know myself across all
universes.
At
best, I'm the
insane.
If I saw an alternate version of myself, I'd be like, "Whoa, who put a mirror here?" And then do a silly little dance, and then we do it in sync.
Yeah,
I encountered another version of myself. I would immediately kill them.
Yourself, oh, hey, do you read One Piece? And then they were like, "No, I hate One Piece."
I would immediately kill the another version of me. I don't care what they're here for. I don't care at all. They're dead. That's it.
I would love to just talk with them, like for hours.
I
Learn about
I
their
would
universe. Tell them
interrogate them
about my
as to
universe.
how their universe is going.
I would immediately start pranking people.
No, they're there to replace me, and I am here to stop them from doing
You
that.
don't know
Not to
that
replace.
though.
Okay, but counter Mandela.
Yeah, but that's a different
The
thing.
Mandela
though.
catalog.
That's a
But
complete.
they're also technically not
Why
like
just go
alternate
to-
versions of you. I don't know the Mandela catalog. It's not my
Hello,
thing.
Caitlin.
I'm
Hello,
more making
Caitlin.
Cattle demand
We're-
to tell.
I'm more making a joke with the Mandela catalog.
No, yeah,
here
we're
because,
discussing.
an
morals
alternate
of
is
the
different
multiverse.
from a
Walker.
multiversal version of you, because like a multiversal version of you is just you from a different timeline where some things are changed or whatever else.
Yeah,
While an
and
alternate is a demon from
It's
hell
not
who has
you.
come to either
to
kill you,
mimic
and-
you.
well, to kill
drive
you
you
and
insane.
replace you
They
as
can't
a
kill
person.
you. They make you kill yourself. Did you guys know that? Do you guys know that the alternates sometimes spawn when the children think about the alternates? They don't have to come through the TV screen.
Yeah.
Sometimes the children's imagination
yeah.
just spawn.
I'm
Yes.
fully aware of that.
Yeah.
Yes,
And that's
Yes.
really
Like,
cute.
I watched a video on.
the thing
Are we
is,
on Pronkcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
What
Have
what
some cat-
what VC or what voice chat are you in right now?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
What?
Okay. She does that.
I
She'll
just-
just start
Yes.
singing happy
but
birthday.
yes, the thing about alternates is like 3% of
How-
people who
how long
encounter
do you guys-
them actually do
How long you guys
survive.
been Pronk?
That's epic. But then what happens?
Well,
How long? How long?
it's more. It's
Caitlin-
currently unknown because like Alex Kister hasn't like revealed anything about it yet.
Alex
But
kissed who?
what?
Look, Kisser, bro.
Kiss
No.
her on me nowhere.
Anyways, the creator of the Mandela catalog hasn't revealed anything yet about what happens to someone who has an alternate that has taken their place, but is still alive. A part of that 3%. There is a current guy. It's the police guy that we're currently following in the Mandela catalog a little bit, and along with Adam, and that guy has encountered an alternate who has fully taken his place and has made a full like replica of him, and is
So
like, there can
funny.
only be one of us, which means that either the police guy kills the alternate or the alternate kills him. Eventually that other person or the alternate has to die. There can only be one. That's just blanket facts. The alternates either get you to kill
Blanket.
yourself to get themselves into our reality, or they get into reality and then
You
they
keep
kill
saying,
you.
No, you just scared me with the cold.
Can you give sound equipment?
Caitlin.
Sorry.
Caitlin, you're being recorded.
Your mom's being recorded.
Ha, ha, ha.
I have an interesting conversation piece,
Yeah.
Okay.
kind of along the lines of alternates,
Yeah.
except not Mandela catalog and not alternates, just like spinning off of it.
Hold on. I also had thoughts about something. It's real
Okay.
quick.
Yeah.
Like little medieval peasants, like before mirrors, like exist, like were in households and stuff like that. Like, what if a medieval peasant saw someone who is an exact duplicate of them? Would they even know that's supposed to be them?
Reflections exist.
Yeah, they can still
Bonbo.
see themselves in like a reflection. You know, there's water.
Yeah, like water.
Oh, like
Um,
how often do they do
Yeah,
that?
but they don't. But I don't know if they
Actually,
see big
medieval
enough
peasants
bodies
had-
of water.
Medieval peasants
Often.
actually had fairly okay bathing habits where like they actually went to water
But
a
like
fair amount of times. It was like a solid once a week.
That
but
sounds
that
like
water
Which-
needs
that
to be
sounds like
perfectly still.
that sounds
And
like
also
Ethan's bathing habit.
large.
Very
No, actually,
okay.
I've seen my reflection in pretty decently fast-moving waters. It's possible.
Ethan
I-
has fairly okay bathing. I'm just kidding.
I logically I don't mean to sound like ignorant, but I won't believe it until I see it because I've never seen like an active body of water with a like understandable reflection.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, you just have like a vague idea of what you look like.
Like I went to the lake last week. Dude, I did see my reflection. That water was
you looking for your reflection?
Like I can technically see my reflection, but I can't make out any details of myself.
Oh, we're missing about the voice part. We're missing that. Like, so they would know what their own voice sounds like to an extent.
Even then, an alternate can just take someone else's voice.
But like
a voice yourself.
Yeah, you can match. Two people's voices can sound similar though.
Your mom sounds similar.
Also,
you've mistaken me for many of my friends
because I have hearing problems. I don't know. I'm just gonna listen to answers. Have fun. I'm gonna listen.
Also, even then, like the alternate invasion has more happened, like closer to the late 1900s with the advent of the TV and stuff like that. They weren't as wide in the medieval era. There are things like the false shepherd and a couple other alternates that have appeared before then, but I mean, they're not.
Alternate.
What?
Isn't the false shepherd Jesus' alternate?
Yeah. Well, there's a little bit of conjecture within the community if it's either Jesus or Gabriel's alternate.
Oh, right.
But yeah, they weren't as widely prevalent. Maybe a couple. There's maybe like one or two or three in the entire world in like the medieval era. Probably, I don't know. There might have been more. I don't think there were that many. But like, we don't know anything about what happened in the medieval period. All we know is that pretty much there are alternates. They've taken over religion on Earth, and they want to do something. Probably kill all humans, if I'm to guess.
Have you seen any of the film theories, Ali?
No, because I refuse to watch the film theories on the Mandela catalog
because they're good.
I would draw my own conclusions.
Is kind of insufferable.
That's where you learn a lot of my information. Actually, that's how I learned how a lot of but yeah, they can't actually kill. They drive you to insanity to kill yourself.
No, they can kill once they have a physical form.
But they have to get there
I
first.
guess, but they have
to
get to that. Yeah.
But for the medieval
one of the
era
last
too?
videos released so far, like somebody physically being attacked by an alternate, though.
Yeah, there was someone who was recently attacked. It was Jonah. Jonah got literally physically attacked by an alternate.
Yeah, it was like a fucking.
And it is presumed that Jonah is dead.
Okay. But how recent was that episode?
It's like the most recent.
Yeah, it's
okay. Well, then that would explain why, because the theory came out a lot longer than the most recent one.
Yeah, the only like things I trust for Mandela catalog information is like a combination of my own theories, stuff from like the fans who like are just in the community, and also Wendigoon. Because
I love Wendigo. I watch his videos.
Well, I highly recommend. I know you say you refuse, but I highly recommend film theory because they are very thorough and seemingly very accurate. I have no reason to doubt.
Also, what's the one guy with his channel name starts with an N? I can't even.
Nexpo.
Jeez, Nexpo and Wendigo are really good if you want to get the general gist of it. And then film theories also really good if you want to understand kind of like the theory,
general things and intricacies.
Yeah, and also just like your own little twist and stuff, and like what some may or may not be, and having that perspective of another person. But Wendigo also tends to throw some like theories in as well as Nexpo. I feel like Nexpo does that more than Wendigo though.
Also, be aware that Wendigoon has like actual personal contact with Alex, so
That's one thing that I found really, really cool. I think MatPat also did at one point though talk to Alex.
Probably, yeah.
But not like
again,
as
I'm not
personally.
watching MatPat's videos because personally, I don't care for MatPat's theories. I kind of stopped watching after a certain point.
I love MatPat.
I saw another tweet from the same guy, but it's like the rest of the Supreme Court people said.
Love you. I didn't poop my pants.
Actually, speaking of MatPat, real quick, I saw a video. I like how sometimes over his channel, he doesn't just cover like theories. He goes over like the science of things too sometimes, which I think is cool.
No, isn't that like a different guy though?
Sometimes, usually yes, but not always. Well, for game theory it is, but for other channels not yet. Because, for example, I saw a film theory. I watched a film theory just the other day of since Jurassic World Dominion just recently came out, which a lot of people are upset about it for some reason. Some people are upset about it. I loved it.
All I know is that it like retconned the dumbest part of the
I don't know what the term retcon means. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, the girl was a clone, right? And that was the dumbest shit ever.
Retcon is when
actually that was revealed. Sorry, one second, Brayden. I have to rebuttal this. That was revealed in not the most recent movie, the one before it.
Yeah, I know.
And
I was saying, but
actually,
the most recent movie changed it so that she wasn't anymore. Right?
Have you seen the most? Wait, what?
Didn't it like retcon the girl not being a clone anymore?
No,
it didn't.
It explained why she exists as a clone,
but that's
and what her importance is.
But let's think about the
but it actually is really awesome in the story.
Yeah,
but it's also in the movie.
But let's think about
you can't say that because you don't even know the purpose of it yet.
Look, I don't care. Like, there's a reason I don't care because being a clone is so dumb and it didn't need to be there.
But the science that they have in the modern world
I don't
of
care about
that
the science.
Era, you mother poop butt. The modern world that they have there, I feel like it fits with the context of the story of.
It does.
They have Daniels.
It fits
futuristic aspects
very well into the story, the whole and it ties in especially in Dominion, the most recent one.
Ethan, you also are very biased.
I just don't.
I am biased because I like the series a lot, but it's also.
I just think like
it's also just really cool.
Her being a clone needed to be in the movie.
It didn't need to be, but it was a cool. I thought it was a cool touch because of. Do you want me to? Does anyone care if I spoil a little bit of Dominion?
I really don't because like.
Not really. I'm not going to watch Dominion.
Anyone else?
I watched like all of the original Jurassic Parks, and then I watched Jurassic World, and I was just like, oh, okay, that was cool, I guess. And then I stopped.
Yeah, so in Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom.
Wait, what if I don't want it spoiled? You didn't even ask.
I did ask.
I'm just kidding. I don't care. You know me.
In Fallen Kingdom, it's real that there's this girl who ends up being a clone of this guy, the rich guy's daughter. And it is assumed, or at least like hinted at, that she was cloned because his daughter died, and so he cloned her.
Oh, so I assume it's just like, oh, she doesn't have a kid.
That's what we are led to believe. But in Dominion, apparently, it was... Honestly, I might be blanking on some of the details. And it does seem kind of selfish. But the woman who she is cloned after was an amazing scientist and has been working with Jurassic Park and since like timeline lines of the movie since the first Jurassic Park and has still been working with Jurassic World. And she is an amazing like genetic engineer. And she found out like she's like one of, if not like the smartest scientist, a part of that whole team.
Mm-hmm.
And she found out that she had a genetic disease or whatever that would kill her. Like they didn't say anything of what it was. It was just a disease that was fatal and genetic. She cloned herself, but fixed the disease, all diseases, all whatever, made a perfect clone of herself that like would never get sick, would never get sick in like any way, not a cold, not this genetic disease or anything. And then put the clone of herself inside herself and birthed herself. And had a perfect genetic clone of herself that would never get sick. And so she could later be used for antidotes for like all kinds of illnesses.
Okay.
That's not selfish. That's smart.
What does this have to do with dinosaurs?
The only reason I say it's a little selfish is because it's birthing a child with some huge purpose like that without like child's consent, but also like it's smart, but whatever.
Okay. What does this have to do with dinosaurs?
Storyline.
Not much.
Aster
There's a
raises
lot
a
of
valid
thing in-
point.
The same
lot of
thing
thing in movies.
actually happens with Blue. Blue reproduces asexually and makes a perfect clone of herself.
Okay, that makes sense somewhat.
They are the same.
But that's the thing.
It does make sense considering that real world like lizards can do that. So
yeah, that's literally what they said. They said that Blue has some genes carried from the monitor lizard, which reproduces asexually when it can't find a mate.
Pog.
It's awesome.
Sorry.
It's awesome how they explain a lot of things that happen in the Jurassic universe and have like solutions for things like this. For example, they have reasons for why the Velociraptor is the size of what it is and the scales that it has, and they have an reason for why Dilophosaurus aren't huge like they are in real life, and also have the what the hell are they called? Thrills and spit acid. Like they don't do that in real life. But they didn't.
That's correct. That's so true. They did not.
But again, for all of these, they have in-universe reasons.
The real reason is because they started making the movies a long time ago when dinosaur studies were really bad, and now they're having to retcon it because dinosaur studies are getting good.
Yeah, the whole reason, like, it was like a year or two later after the first Jurassic Park that they found out velociraptors were small and feathered.
Wait, they just didn't think, they thought that they were small, like, thought they were big before? I thought it was just like an error. With that, I thought they knew that they were actually small. I didn't until you told me.
It was 1993, man. They did not have a lot of information.
No, because like the bones, you know.
The only thing that really still bothers me about like
velociraptors they had were fucking children. Dude, how does that ever get made?
They could have mixed it up with like a Utah raptor or a Pyroraptor or a Dakota raptor. There's a lot of raptors that are larger than velociraptors. Velociraptors is just the most memorable name.
I like Velociraptor because it sounds like Velocity Raptor.
That's true. Well,
but
should try to
regardless, it is really cool that Jurassic Park doesn't just say, "Hey, well, this is how they are in our universe." They have like a reason why they're different, which is cool.
Yeah. They're having to retcon the fact that science is an evolution thing, and we're slowly developing our knowledge, and we don't know things, and we're basing things off of things that we know in our natural world, and yet we're all so desperately lost, and no one knows anything, and we're just aimlessly wandering and guessing until we find something new, and we're like, oh.
Honestly, that was one of the coolest parts about Dominion, was that Biosyn, the company that's running the stuff that's happening in Dominion, actually managed to get pure dinosaur I don't know, DNA. Pure dinosaurs, pure DNA to make pure dinosaurs. And so like they even show some of them off, like Pyroraptor, which is an appropriate sized raptor and is covered in feathers. And they don't show it in the film, but in the Jurassic World Evolution game expansion for Biosyn, there is now a feathered T-Rex and stuff.
That's cool.
Nice.
Wait, fuck. Oh god, there was like a
in DMs.
there's like a fucking dinosaur documentary that got released. I think like David Attenborough was the narrator, and people were calling the T-Rex woke.
Is it Dinosaur? I don't remember the name, but anyways, the only thing that still bothers me about like dinosaur stuff is the fact that we'll never know what their muscles looked like, so we'll never truly know what they actually did look like.
True.
Huh? Like you guys have seen hippopotamus skull recreation image, right?
Yes, I think I showed you that.
Scary.
Which is why I don't think that any images we have of dinosaurs right now, even with feathers, is true, because we'll never know what their muscles looked like.
We won't get anything accurate until we have some kind of window through time, or we actually do manage to clone them.
Yeah, until I don't think that's ever happening.
Our predictions can only grow.
Yeah, we're never going to be able to clone anything.
But our predictions can either grow more accurate or further from the truth. Regardless, we'll never get a perfect. Or maybe we will by chance, but we still won't know.
No, we won't know for certain.
I did see one thing that was very interesting. There's a sculpture, I forget where, of a T-Rex that was made to be more anatomically correct. Is that the right word?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where it looks a lot fatter than normal, but that's the whole point, is because what we've done with a lot of dinosaurs is we've done like a shrink wrap thing where we don't account for muscle and fat tissue and stuff on their bodies. And so it's really interesting to look at that T-Rex sculpture. And I think it's, the coolest stuff of that whole shrink wrap term or whatever is to see people do it with modern animals. Like if you look up like shrink wrap drawing of a monkey, I think have you seen that? Has anyone else seen that? I'll pull it up and put it in VC chat. Yeah, this, like, if we didn't know about monkeys, this is what we would probably assume they would look like. I'm putting it in VC chat right now.
Although I think the only valid drawings we have is for like Neanderthals. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because Neanderthals are actually so close to us that we can actually use our muscles for them.
In VC chat, I put monkey and swan. Those are the shrink wrap.
Yeah, of course.
Monkey and
swan. Oh, here's this. This actually has 4, which are 2 of them are already there. But yeah, you see what I mean? Is like if those animals were extinct, that's what we would assume they would look like, given the logic we've used for dinosaurs.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And that's not what they look like. And that's why I don't think we'll ever get an accurate window on what dinosaurs look like, unless we somehow invent travel that's way, 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 way faster than light. And that's not possible according to our math right now. And if we somehow manage to do that, then we can like go far enough, build a really big telescope, and then look at Earth and be like, oh, that's a dinosaur.
That would be epic. That would be cool.
Because fun fact.
So we technically could do time travel if you really think about it, and how. I'm sorry. I just think that's so interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, time travel is possible with quotation marks. It's more of like us looking back. That's what's possible.
Not like a direct interaction.
Yeah, we can only move forwards in time, essentially, according to big scientists.
According to big science.
According to big science, yes. We can only really look forward in time. We can't go backwards in time ever. At least not according to what we know. Who knows? Maybe in 10 years I'll be wrong, and actually, guess what? We can go backwards in time.
It's
but
also in a second.
But we can only go forwards in time. And that's because, the laws of physics and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We can only go faster forwards in time, and we can't go backwards in time. We can go slower or faster forwards, but not backwards.
True.
But we can travel off into a distance, use a big telescope, and look at light that would have reflected off of certain objects, which is kind of like time travel, but not, because we're more observing, we're not participating. We're observing, not participating.
Yeah, planets that are, or like aliens, whatever, that are 65 million light years away, looking at our planet, are seeing dinosaurs right now.
Damn.
Which is interesting.
That's
Very
pretty
interesting
cool.
to think about. Yeah.
And yet they'll never make it here.
I had that epiphany like a few months ago. I was like, wow. That's crazy to think about.
That is awesome, actually.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that the only way we can really time travel backwards is by going really, really fast and then looking at light.
Mm-hmm. Going really fast in one direction and then turning around and just looking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's our only real way to time travel backwards. There's no forwards. Well, there is forwards. There's no time travel backwards.
Cut me off.
Didn't have to cut me off.
But you didn't have to cut me off.
You didn't have to cut me off.
Watch, we get copyright claimed for this.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I know the person who made it.
Oh, you do? You do know that the person who did?
Mm-hmm. Don't know their name. I just know them.
You just
don't know, guys. I
don't know his name.
I think I do.
You know his gamer tag.
Don't worry, guys. My dad works for Nintendo. He told me that Sprigatito is going to be sextupedal.
Oh my God.
That's epic. That has sex in the name.
Yeah. Pokemon's finally awesome.
Oh my God.
Wait, is a centaur is a centaur a quadruped or a sextuped?
Quadruped.
Quad, because it has 4 legs, 2 arms.
I have no idea. Why would you say it's a sextuped? Why?
Because 6 limbs,
20.
I guess.
No.
No, I'm more saying it because, let's be real, if a centaur was real in the real world, it'd have to eat grass with its face. So it'd have to lean over and walk around on.
No,
I
it
think
doesn't.
it would still have just both horse and human intestines.
Yeah.
No, it has only horse intestines because, let's be real, you can't have a horse bottom without horse intestines.
Okay, but it also has
Wait, so does that mean that it's basically a human with a horse penis?
Stomach of a human too.
It's a human with a horse penis.
It's a human with the. No, it's just like the legs are the horse.
So what is that like on a moral
level? The entire body
level?
is a horse, except for the weird human torso that's attached that probably doesn't have any
Where
organs.
Are the intestines in a human?
Abdomen. And your mom. All the basics.
But like human organs sustain a horse body?
No, they
That's
can't.
why those have horse organs. Duh.
So that's why
what if it's just like human organs are in the abdomen, horse organs are in the horse part?
Okay, but that doesn't make sense. That's just wasting resources.
Octopus have 3 hearts.
Octopi.
Yeah, because octopi need them.
You guys know octopuses?
Who's to say that this doesn't need
are
them?
both valid.
It's octopi and
maybe it needs 2 hearts to circulate through both its heart body and its human abdomen.
Octopuses. What the fuck?
You didn't know
it probably doesn't, but maybe it does. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Who am I to question? It's a fantasy creature. It can be atomically however it wants to be. It can just be like void space inside of it or something. It's
I like
fantasy.
that depiction.
Personally, I just imagine that the human like part is just all one large throat for the horse itself, and that is it for the organs.
Bro, I could.
And then it's just normal horse organs.
When it comes to the anatomy of, when it comes to arguing about anatomy of fantasy creatures, I just like to imagine that inside it's the same as if you cut open one of the humanoid creatures from the IKEA SCP. It's just empty space.
You know what I like?
That also works.
It's like one of those like videos where they have like, I don't know, a Coca-Cola can, and then they take a knife and inside it's fucking cake.
Oh my god! Wait.
Also,
speaking of Coca, okay, yeah.
I like thinking about hentai manga.
I'm gonna keep on going with the anatomy thing because I have one more thing.
No, this isn't going off the anatomy thing. This is just something I saw today. I just wanted to mention. I was at work and I was watching just a little YouTube video. Yes, I was watching a YouTube video, and it was one of those like, there's nothing going on. I was just on my phone.
How do you have your phone at work?
We don't
be allowed. We don't allow it to.
I don't have it out when customers are there. We just have it out when there's nothing to do. Nothing else to do.
Okay.
But so I was on my phone, I was watching a YouTube video, and it was like, it was a cool Venom motorcycle helmet. It was a channel called, that I saw it for the first time. It was called 5 Year Craft, obviously based off of 5 Minute Crafts. And their style of video, I don't think they're actually associated with 5 Minute Crafts, given them at all. But they definitely, some of their stuff is to appeal to like a similar audience of 5 Minute Crafts, because they have like little skits that happen while they're crafting kind of thing. And there was one where, as they're painting the helmet, the guy that is dressed up in like a French whatever outfit, and he's painting, he's like, oh yes, I paint. And then he finishes, and then paints on the guy's hand who he was painting for 10,000, obviously implying that that's like the payment. And the guy goes, oh, like, there's no actually words being exchanged, obviously, because it's a 5 minute whatever video. But the Russian says that he doesn't have that money, and instead he offers a can of Coca-Cola, and the painting guy goes, okay, and then takes the Coca-Cola, as opposed to his charged $10,000. I thought that was
that's based.
Weird me thought that was funny. Dude was like, I charged $10,000, but no, yeah, I'll take a can of Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Go on.
Anyways, if you accept the fact that a centaur has human organs, you have to be aware that it has 2 dicks.
Okay,
I like that.
Well, no, it has like the abdomen, but that's not really where the dick is.
I like the idea that the horse body is detachable.
I've only ever seen like centaur. No, I've only ever seen centaur art where like it goes all the way down to like the pubes, and then it goes into horse. Because to be fair, that does make sense, because that's still a part of, the torso, because hips or whatever. Anyways, in other words, fantasy anatomy doesn't make sense.
No, every centaur I've seen cuts off like just before the hips.
I've only seen them with the hips.
This is a rare moment where I'm agreeing with Aster.
That's cool.
Yeah, I also agree. I've only seen them before the hips.
Dang. Huh.
Damn.
That's
what kind
weird.
Of thirsty art are you looking at?
I feel like it's almost, isn't it almost like at the hip level? I feel like
no. I think I've only ever seen art where it stops like at just below where the hips would normally be.
Like, I think I kind of recall seeing art of like wearing a little cloth in front of like where they separate, which would I guess, imply there being genitalia, but I have more often seen and tend to think about that not being the case, and it just cutting off before it gets too low.
I mean, like a centaur has more breasts than a human.
Yes.
Yeah. You either have to accept all organs or one organs.
I feel like it would have human breasts and horse breasts.
Okay, I want to say something. So I was looking at art. I've looked up art of centaur or whatever just to like see kind of what was going on, and I noticed. I saw this one photo, and it's like a whole family of centaurs, except there's this one little boy, and he's not a centaur. He's actually like a little goat guy, and that would be
Sherman.
Satyr.
Yeah, that thingy, and that implies that the mom cheated for the youngest child, and I think that's really funny. Do you guys want to see it? I think
that's a weird sense of humor. Damn,
you're a weird sense of because it's like a piece of children's artwork, and it's like, oh my god, little happy centaur family.
Okay, but in like a spy world, isn't it kind of a little more? It would be more of a thing of yeah. I say fi because I know the I know that I respect the source.
Sure.
Didn't have to cut me off.
Hell.
Make it like it never happened.
But yeah, satyrs are supposed to be like fairly seductive creatures. So like
that's weird.
Like I think it'd be kind of like if you got into a thing with like, I don't know, Aphrodite, it would be more of a, well, okay, I guess that happened. And less of a, oh, that's get out of my house now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pretend I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea, honestly.
Okay,
are we about ready to wrap the episode up?
I don't know. A satyr, that's not like. I would consider it.
I mean, I would have sex with Pokemon, so I can't really say anything.
That's so true, Katelyn.
What was the one you smashed on Aaron?
Oh my god! Yeah, let's not bring that back up.
What? Excuse me?
Quote: he could be like a vibrator.
No.
I want to know what Agron's stick looks like.
No, you did not say that. No,
we're on the side. At least I think Brayden is on my side, which is also Allie's side.
Yeah.
Which side is Allie's?
No.
Okay, yeah.
You don't do that to baby Pokemon.
To what?
You don't do that to baby Pokemon.
Exactly.
Let alone,
yeah, I agree.
Let alone, I'm sorry, but a steel type. That sounds horrible.
I mean,
steel type. Anyways,
look, Agron though.
Okay. On that note,
I think cool monster like Agron, Pokemon like that, I think are cool, but not in that way. People call me a scaly, but
because you are one,
but I'm not. But I'm actually not.
I refuse to believe the fact that you're so scaly.
There's a reason I don't do. If I was a scaly, I would have those kind of avatars in VR chat, but I don't.
Sure, fam.
You met. Oh man.
Okay. Are we about ready to wrap the episode up?
Probably not.
Oh, that's cool.
Still have stuff to talk about.
Oh, one thing being able to talk about. I introduced Brayden to VR not too long ago.
Yeah, that's right. One of the upsides of having a job is I can afford stuff like a VR headset.
Brayden was put into VR the first ever time by me at my house And he liked it. Like 2 days later, I got a message. I got a VR headset.
I had my first paycheck, and I was like, VR.
Yeah, I thought it was very. It tickled me funny. I thought it was very funny that it was just days after you were introduced to VR. You're like, I have headset now.
Mm-hmm. I'll be real, a little bit impulsive, but also I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's awesome, and now we can like play VR together, which is so cool.
I finished the Super Hot VR campaign today.
Nice. What do you think?
Love.
Wait, isn't there like a thing with Super Hot where you have to wait 3 hours after you beat it?
What?
Isn't there like a thing you have to wait for it for a couple of hours in Super Hot?
I don't
know what you're talking about.
I think it's
I also don't know what you're talking about. I've played Super Hot too, but not on VR.
No, okay. I swear there's a game where you have to like wait 3 hours.
Super Hot
it used
games.
to be longer.
There are 3 Super Hot games, so...
What?
Yeah, there is.
There's
a difference between...
Okay,
and
I
then the
looked
VR
up.
one,
It was
and then the third one.
8-hour wait. To just over 2. Okay. Yeah, fine. Super Hot, Mind Control Delete, a time-bending puzzle shooter.
Wait. Say that again.
Mind Control Delete?
That's the third one. That's not VR.
Okay, I just knew that there was one of them where you have to wait a couple of hours.
Yeah, that's the newest one.
Yeah, because I knew there's one you have to, it was like originally 8 hours.
Mm-hmm. Not quite that. Alright. Oh. Am I still here, or did we all just stop talking?
We're still here. You're still here. Don't worry.
No, it's all right.
Don't worry.
You exist. Maybe.
We're all okay.
Anyways. Speaking more on fantasy anatomy.
Complete silence.
Speaking more on fantasy anatomy. Dragons.
True.
Dragons?
What do you all define as a dragon? Do you all define the one with 6 limbs as a dragon, or the ones with 4 limbs as a dragon, excluding tails?
I don't care.
I say,
like, I feel like if I see a dragon, I'll know. Yeah, that's a dragon.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think
I'm pretty sure that they're not lizards. But
I say that there are like, at least I don't know how accurate this is. This is just my knowledge. That dragon is just like the overarching term, and then there are like types of dragons.
Yeah,
that's what I say.
Anything
I was hoping that you all
that flies is a dragon to me, and that's not the extent of a dragon.
I was hoping that you would all have like more argumentative things, but I am in the firm stance that 4 limbs on a dragon, that is a wyvern, and if it has 6 limbs, that's a dragon.
Okay, so you mean like 6
by limbs? I assume in this case you're counting the
wings. Count
limbs.
As
you're
limbs.
counting wings. Yeah.
Okay, yes. If you count wings, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I was assuming like, what? But it's only got 4 legs. Saying that's not a dragon. Okay.
I would say that, like...
I mean, I think wyverns are still dragons. They're just a different kind of dragon.
Yeah, that's my stance. Brayden?
Let's see. Okay, can I give my definition?
Did you say that it has to fly to be a dragon?
I said any large reptile that flies, and that's not even the extent.
Okay. So I was going to say, there are dragons that do not fly.
My thing is that dragons fall under this large class of drake, where you got dragons, you've got wyverns, you've also got stuff like basilisks and other various lizards like that with some sort of weird third magical ability.
Can I give my gaslighter definition? I generally say like usually large reptile-like creatures that tend to have magical abilities and usually can fly.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean by my classification of that's a drake. It's a reptile thing. It's got a magic thing. Maybe can fly. But my whole thing is cockatrices, dragons, wyverns. They're all part of the whole drake thing. But like individually, a dragon is something with 4 legs and 2 wings, while a wyvern is something with 2 wings and 2 legs. That's just my opinion on the subject. And also, I believe that basilisks are closely related, along with sea serpents, who are, they're clearly still dragons. And then there's also the thing of, like, Chinese dragons, where, like, they don't even got wings, where they're kind of in their own unique, separate category of drakes. But, yeah. I was hoping you all would have more like opinions.
I have an opinion. I just think like if it's like similar to a dragon, but not kind of dragon, calling it a dragon, I don't care. It's I can see it.
Mm-hmm. Like I said,
I'm kind of fucking I don't care about like labels a lot of the time. Like, oh, a spider's not a bug. Eat shit. Okay, I don't care if spider's not a bug. You know?
I know a question that can be more opinionated. What's your favorite dragon in like any media?
Ooh, this is hard.
Steel dragons from the Forgotten Realms, Dungeons and Dragons.
This is really hard for me because
I like how me and Ellie just immediately said something, but you have to really
you all have to actually think.
What was the one you said, Aster?
I said Purunga from Dragon Ball Z because he's just so fucking hilarious. He's got big arms.
I have to think because
makes Shenron look like a bitch.
There are awesome dragons out there. There's ones that you love, like a friend, like Toothless. There are ones that are bad ass, like I can't think of any off the top of my head that are cool like media dragons. But maybe like the Game of Thrones. I never watched Game of Thrones, but that dragon looks cool. But then there's also like fucking a dragon maid. Like
that's not a good.
There's so much
dragon maid.
Probably Tordu, actually. I think I've actually had this conversation with you, Brayden, and I ended up choosing Tordu because she's really powerful. She's a very, very powerful dragon, which clears the badass line. She clears the friendship line because I love her as a character, and she clears that she's hot. So she clears all the bases for me. She's my favorite dragon in media.
Nice.
See, I have like a peanut brain. I just said Purunga because he looks funny and he's epic. And also, Namek is cooler than Earth.
Okay, I thought you were just talking about a specific dragon species. Yeah, my specific dragon species favorite is the steel dragons in the Forgotten Realms from Dungeons and Dragons. But my specific favorite dragon of all time is Tiamat from Dungeons and Dragons, not the actual real world religion.
Yep.
Because I love Tiamat. She's essentially my favorite dragon of all time because she murders literally everything, is the guard dog for Asmodeus, and well, I can excuse some of her bedroom actions, but and by bedroom actions I mean she straight up murders any of her like council of dragons who just don't appease her well enough. That I can excuse murder of bad dragons.
Girl boss.
I can excuse that, but and also like she didn't really betray Asmodeus, and like I'm obviously yes I am a fan of Tiamat, and Asmodeus should give her a fair trial again and not be like, no, you failed me, even though she didn't. now suffer in the first layer where you're just stuck in your weird volcano, and now you're a guard dog. Because she was a good guard dog before that, when she could just move freely around in Asmodeus's house.
I agree with these points. Tiamat's not my favorite, but she is up there. Like, hold up, 5 heads?
She can have as many damn heads as she wants.
Okay, but like, there's the 5 chromatic dragons, right?
Yeah, the most standard one for the box art is red, blue, white, black,
Red, blue,
green.
White, black, green. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why I don't know about any of the lore or whatever of her. Cool design. Has 5 heads each. Like, traditionally, I guess, like in media, from what I've seen, has 5 heads each with their different unique element, and I think that's awesome.
Look, I stan Tiamat in this house, and yeah,
my own question. I do not know the answer to my own question.
Do you like, what was the fairy tale dragon? The Abs dragon?
Yeah, that's the first one that the mind. Acnolohia from Fairy Tale. But like, what other media contains dragons?
all of them.
Yeah. How to Train Your Dragon has a lot.
Dragons.
Oh, How to Train Your Dragon. It's an easy second is Toothless. I love Toothless so much, but Tiamat.
Mm-hmm.
Tiamat's my bae.
There's Spyro the Dragon.
It's true.
Oh, I have Spyro
I
too.
cover all the dragons and fucking Skylanders, I guess.
Shenron, the Pokemon dragons.
Oh, I didn't even think of Pokemon.
Charizard is not a part of.
True.
Take
Mega
the
Charizard
L
X
Charizard.
is though.
Take the L Charizard.
That's so true.
Mega Charizard X though.
Yeah, but Megas aren't canon, kind of. In one universe, they're canon. Not all of them.
True.
Pokemon lore is kind of dumb. Not gonna.
Yeah, Pokemon lore is kind of dumb.
I think it's funny that it is canonical that every game cartridge is its own universe.
Every copy of Pokemon is personalized.
Yep.
Which is why when you play multiplayer, you are actually crossing multiverses.
Every copy of Pokemon is personalized.
True.
Every copy.
I can't wait to get Violet. Oh, Brayden, did you see the dog Pokemon leak I sent you?
Yeah, Puddle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Poodle.
Oh my God, Mr. Poco. There.
It looks interesting. It looks real, but I won't believe it until.
Oh, I just thought of it's a dragon from One Piece.
Oh, is it a spoiler?
Yeah, so I won't say it. But
I'm gonna change my answer. It's not.
Can you send me a picture?
I was trying to think of a dragon that was from Dragon Ball Online. I finally found it on the wiki. It's Mr. Poco. He's like Piranga, but he has like black scales instead of green scales, and he also has legs. And he has he's like Mr. Popo, but Piranga, and it's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Mega Sceptile is up there for me.
Yeah. Oh, true. Facts. Like,
dude, I talked about Sceptile when I was high.
That's based.
Nice.
Yeah.
Based on one.
But I don't know,
that's sick.
Yeah, I don't know how far I'd put them on like my favorite dragon tier, because like I like them not because they're a dragon. And I like Agnolohia because he's an awesome dragon.
Who?
You know? Character from Fairy Tale. Dragon from Fairy Tale.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I watched some of Fairy Tale. Too much Fairy Tale for my own good. I'm definitely not finished with it, but I'm never going to, because I don't know where I stopped, and I don't feel like rewatching what I've seen.
Fair.
It's like I don't remember it being all that good.
Because like this, the dragon from One Piece isn't always a dragon. Can turn into a dragon.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I've like heard about somebody eating like a dragon.
Like dragon
food.
made.
Like, oh yeah, somebody ate a dragon food. Yeah, I'm gonna be so fucking shocked. Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, you mean somebody ate a devil fruit? Wow.
Wowie. Dragons in.
That's it. Let me know when you're. Can I introduce a new topic of discussion?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, Acnol, he is my favorite dragon.
Right.
Who?
The fairy tale character. I just got done saying.
But you said a different. You said a different name. It was like.
And if anyone's
and now it's back. No, dude.
Anyway,
if anyone's curious, my third favorite dragon is the Ender Dragon from Minecraft.
fair.
It's space.
She's awesome.
Isn't her name like Jean?
Yes, I'm fairly certain that's.
I think so.
What the fuck? It has a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a name.
Jesus Christ. Back in my day.
Back in my day.
Back in our day, bro.
Minecraft mob had a gender.
No, out of all of the characters of Minecraft, the Ender Dragon is one of 3 that has a confirmed gender.
One of 3.
Gender or sex?
They say gender because it's a kid's game, but it's more accurate to say sex. Anyways,
Because animals.
Let's be real, it is sex, but it's a kid's game, so they have to say gender, so
otherwise
who
parents would
knows?
be like, sex in my game, because there's sex in my kid's game.
Oh, God.
No,
Yes,
that
because apparently we all can't be like Germany and be like, sex and gender are different. Apparently,
well, I mean, it's also
in our
Germany.
education.
Like, there's no shapes there.
I wish our people were educated.
Yeah, they're not. Unlike in Germany, where they're like throwing around sex in kindergarten, because let's be real, they teach their children from day one that no, sex and gender are different.
All right, I have 2 questions.
Anyways, the other 2 Minecraft characters that have a confirmed gender are Steve and Alex. So
I don't think they technically have a confirmed gender.
If I can go off into a new topic for
Yes.
discussion.
Yeah.
I have 2 questions that are like the same. So like answer with 2 answers kind of thing. If you could change like shapeshift between human and another animal, what would that animal be? One being like allowing fantasy creatures, another being has to be real world animal.
Sorry, I stopped
like-
paying attention. I'm reading One Piece. What did you say?
If you could transform between your human form and an animal, what would it be? One answer for like fantasy or whatever you want, another for like a real world animal.
Okay, so it's like in One Piece when you eat a devil fruit, that's a Zoan type devil fruit.
Yes, it's like that, but that doesn't answer my question.
Okay, well, that's like, okay, so it's like that.
I'd go with a realistic animal.
Well, that's like
I'm saying like 2. Yeah, pick 2. Pick.
I mean,
fantasy,
even then, I might not.
And then pick a real one.
A myth.
Oh, pick one fantasy, one real. Okay, I was like,
otherwise, yeah, you can pick of those 2, like which you rather, a real world or a fantasy.
Okay, so
I can't think of all that many good fantasy creatures I'd want to be.
All right, my realistic one is a wolf. My fantasy one is a hellhound.
Fair.
I notice a theme there.
Okay,
hear me out. You know what's a fantasy? Pokemon. Okay,
True.
True. Okay, let me.
I know mine. Fantasy being dragon, obviously, because that's just cool.
Dragon.
I don't ask me what kind. I'm not gonna choose. I'm too indecisive. But dragon, cool. Something that's just big, can fly, whatever.
Okay.
Has
I
a
have
breath
my
weapon,
real animal.
can do
I would
dragon
turn
magic.
into an emu. I would eat the tweet fruit, the model emo. Yeah, that's what it's called.
That's the English.
Yeah, that's the Viz and Funimation version. I'm pretty sure it's also the same in Forgans. But yeah, it's the tweet fruit, awesome. And Pell had the tweet fruit model Falcon, so I would have the tweet fruit model emo.
Anyway, yeah, I would do dragon. I don't know, something that can fly. I'd choose a quadrupedal one, and has like a breath weapon and draconic magic of some sort.
Yeah,
real world, I would want to do a wolf because I feel in real life that I am very similar to like wolf or dogs. Not in a furry way, just like personality wise.
Like,
just personality wise.
My reason for going wolf is because I want to go fast and lay down. And
that's why I said
fair,
look cute,
but
and that's it.
Emus can run pretty fast.
I don't pick wolf. I want to do wolf, kind of, but simply because it would be cool and practical. I would want to be like some kind of big, cool bird. Probably
like an Argentavis.
I've never heard of that, but sure.
It's an extinct giant bird.
Oh, well, I wasn't going for extinct stuff because I wanted to do something that's still alive, but yeah, sure. No, I was gonna say more like an eagle of some sort because like big, which is cool. But also I feel like the animal that would be like least hunted out of the sky would be like a bald eagle or something because our country.
Yeah, I mean, I just like nobody's gonna.
But yeah, simply the ability to fly, get from place to place would be really good, especially when you're in a long distance relationship.
Okay, but if you're going long distance, be a vulture.
Okay. Yeah, vultures are.
Vultures are the most stamina effective bird.
I suppose that's a good point. I would want to be an emu because I really like emus.
They won a war against the Australian government.
I don't care about the emu war. I met one once, and he was a cool guy.
They also can murder you, so that's fun.
If you want to be a bird that's dangerous, be a freaking, what are they called? The like blue dinosaur birds?
Cassowary.
Is that what they're called? Yeah, cassowary.
Yeah, cassowary.
I'll murder you, bro.
My initial choice was horse because I remembered that one meme that said if I were a shapeshifter, I would go into a place that a horse couldn't normally go and then turn into a horse.
I knew immediately where you were going with this.
I thought it was gonna be no cock like horse cock.
Then you brought up flying and stuff, and I was like, maybe I want to be a bird. But no, I'm sticking to horse.
Wait. If you were a bird, depending on the size, you could go into a space that a person wouldn't normally be able to fit into, and then turn into a person.
And then I die.
I think you would die as the horse still, though.
No, I mean like
mostly be on like a roof.
That a horse couldn't get onto a balcony.
Oh, you mean like that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but then like a horse or a person couldn't normally get on like the top of a fucking like electric pole, but you like fly on top of there.
Yeah.
I guess the mythical creature I would turn into is an emu that can fly.
Okay.
Ooh. Wait, hold on. Maybe for my real life creature, I could be a cat because cats are cool. And my mythical creature, I could be a Pegasus.
That's what I was just about to say. I was just about to say Pegasus.
We're on the same.
I could be a horse that
can fly.
Look, man, in my wildest fantasies, I just run fast and I'm able to kill. That's it.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I want. That's why I went with Wolf and Hellhound.
Epic. Oh, wait. I stand by what I said about what I would turn into. Hello?
So, do we
Hi.
have anything else? Sorry, my cousin home. So I have muted myself.
Oh, what was your cousin saying? Was he being racist?
No.
Was he being homophobic?
Not yet. He just got home.
Homophobic?
Oh, so he waits a little bit before he gets homophobic? That's what you implied.
Oh, wait.
Does he have like a bar that has to charge?
Yeah, he
It's
has
just
to, like,
a meter of like.
Dragon Ball,
He's
where
gotta
Goku's like, this how he
He's
gets.
got a charge meter before.
He's got a homometer.
Homometer.
He got a homometer.
He's a slurs like stickers in a can.
When we were at Christian's house, and you were on your DS, and you said pedometer, and Aster was like, "No, it's a pedometer." Pedometer. I immediately grabbed it and went beep 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 and started pointing it towards Christian and went beep 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 beep.
Wait, where did it
For reasons, Christian is not a pedo.
Mm-hmm.
For like, I don't know, legal reasons or whatever. I
He
guess.
is a brony, however.
This is true.
Which isn't.
Which is a similar offense.
Is it?
No.
No,
being
but we're being funny.
Oh, okay. I was just questioning your moralities there for a moment. Anyways.
Ethan, do we have anything else we want to talk about? Or do we want to save it for next prong?
I think we talked about a lot of things. And
wait, hold on.
We don't need much more.
Centaurs only have one set of organs.
I have a closer.
Okay.
So when we were talking about alternates, I remembered this one dream I had. I don't know if I shared it on the podcast yet. I've shared it with you guys, I think, at the lunch table. But I don't think I've shared my alternate dream.
What?
Alternate dream?
I don't remember your alternate dream.
Me neither.
Go on.
Remind you guys. Okay.
A little bit maybe.
Okay.
It
So
sounds familiar, actually.
the dream starts. I'm in my room, but it isn't my room. It's my room from when I was 7 in my old house. And I start hearing over a speaker, because apparently there's a loudspeaker from a school in my room. Warning, alternates have entered the building. I was like, oh,
I remember this.
alternates.
Now I remember. Okay.
Eat alternates. I'll be fine. I grab a fork and knife. I open up my door, and there's a blob with 2 photorealistic eyes. And it's I'm I stab the fork and put it in my mouth. I'm like, nom, 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 nom. Yummy alternate.
Well, you just fucking ate your alternate?
And alternate.
Base.
And I just went around eating alternates. The dream wasn't very long. I woke up soon and I was like, huh.
Oh, wait, Brayden, I remember I told you about a dream a few days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just an episode of regular show. But there was a guy named Ben, but his entire family made fun of him because he wasn't named a variation of Aiden. And then at the end, it was he was at his sister's wedding, and all of the regular show characters were there. And then he got pissed. I was like, well, you don't make fun of, like, Mordecai, Rigby, and everybody else for not being named, like, Aiden. It was weird.
That is weird.
What an intriguing episode of Dream regular show.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I had to add to that.
Wow. One of my more recent dreams is nothing. Nothing. I don't remember any of my recent dreams. Nothing has happened of note.
I almost immediately forget my dreams when
I remember them for a solid week after, and I don't do anything about it.
And it just like disappears.
And then it just disappears a week later, and I don't remember. I remember
it like within an hour almost every day.
I remember like some of the dreams I had last night, but I'm not going to tell them because they're just too weird to make sense of.
Try.
Oh.
Okay, so have you ever been at like a mall?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now imagine that, but it's also a grocery store, but like you have to like harvest the groceries like off of plants and everything that are somehow being fed by LED lights.
Okay.
Now imagine that, but there's also dinosaurs for whatever reason. And that was my dream.
Rampaging?
No, just vibing.
Okay, so it's like in Dragon Ball, kinda.
Except there's also like a banana tree or banana bush or whatever those things are called.
I think bananas grow on trees.
They grow on like they grow on a tree adjacent shrub.
Yeah, I think it's just like a tall shrub or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I think they're called banana bushes. I'm not sure. I'm not a banana herbologist. Anyways, but yeah, imagine that. But like, there's also an entire apple orchard inside of a mall. And then there's also dinosaurs for whatever reason.
That's cool.
Also, the store clerks were also dinosaurs, so...
That's epic. Oh my god, it's like the dinosaur people from Fossil Fighters.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what you're referencing.
Fucking epic game. You have to fight like a giant fucking space monster at the end.
Anyways.
You should play Fossil Fighters.
Ethan, do you have dreams?
Yes, plenty.
That's epic.
Any recent ones that I remember? No. I remember the fact that I've had recent ones, but I don't remember what they were.
Oh yeah, I remember another one of my dreams. Okay, so this is going to be like vague to all of you, but I don't know, maybe a viewer will know. But essentially I was like Yumiko from Brawlhalla, and I was kicking my opponent's butt. I was in like realistic first person POV, and I was just dominating this poor clown. It felt awesome.
That's cool. That makes sense.
And by poor clown, I was trashing on like, I think in Ada. Anyways.
Okay, I mean, I remember when I played, I like almost only played like the orc guy. He appealed to my dumb sensibilities because I'm a fucking ape. I'm a monkey, the Luffy. I was watching like a Dragon Ball Fighter Z video, and when they won against like the Ultra Instinct Goku raid boss, I pounded my chest like a gorilla.
Did you just say Dragon Ball Fighters Z?
Yeah, I said Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
No one pronounces it like that.
I don't care.
Everyone pronounces it as Dragon Ball Fighters.
I don't care.
Not
if
everyone.
Nobody does that, then call me Odysseus.
Okay, fair. You got me there with a reference to historical literature.
Gonna be honest, I forgot you were talking about like mentioning Greek mythology earlier. It all comes first full circle.
That's right, Pronksters. And you know what else comes full circle? This episode.
That's right. We're going to talk about our first topic again, which is the sad. Anyways.
It's always morally correct to stand outside a Supreme Court member's home.
Okay. That I forgot how
that's all the time we have. Anyways,
that's all the time we have.
We'll
prank you later. Nintendo 3DS. We'll prank you guys later in the next Pronkcast.
It'll be in like 4 months. Anyways. It'll be in 4 months. Don't worry. Don't worry. It'll be in the next 4 months.